We are checking out Nice Plants, Good Pots Greenhouse. We spent the weekend here in New Orleans, Louisiana, and we're having so much fun. I think we're super lucky because we have Jacob and Joe from Nice Plants, Good Pots to show us around their greenhouse, and they're going to show us some of their favorite plants as well as some of the more interesting plants. Look at this. They call this Monstera Mountain. It's a Tycon. It's huge. Oh, nice. Another Tim Anderson. Check out this Monstera aurea. The fruit is variegated too. I've seen Thai constellations with variegated fruit too.
The variegated bananas will do that too. Like the bananas will be variegated.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very cool. Yeah, we got some giant cool epipremiums. Blue sort of, but these came.
Oh, okay. Just a pinatum. Oh, it is a Cebu blue.
But yeah, these came from Indonesia. So
oh, okay.
Yellow flame.
Oh wow.
That's kind of
highly variegated.
Yeah. Another big palm that's slowly getting to the top.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna get a haircut soon. Yeah, it's almost like the, you know, the aurea pothos or whatever.
Yeah.
Call it yellow flame, the pinatum. Eventually they'll kind of fade to green somewhat, but you know,
okay.
The newer leaves really have like a ton of yellow in them, like that.
And it stays like that.
Yeah. These have been kind of staying like this for a while after we cut it. And yeah, just a bunch of mother plants, varicosum or philodendron
like
splendid. Yeah. And some little variegated blooms crawling out.
Wow.
Golden iridescence, which is really
cool.
Wow. Came from one of our friends here, is, you know, in the 70s or 80s, like, oh, I've been having this plant since like the 70s. Do you want a piece of it? We're like, yeah, sure. It's pretty cool. Or 80s, or, you know, he was like a horticulture professor out of college here, and he was like, yeah, I got all these plants, you know, for forever. Yeah, some other anatoms over here that are huge. Yeah,
look at this seed. That's cool.
This is the golden dragon arrow form, I guess.
Whoa, yeah.
In Indonesia, they call the Miano, but it's not the philodendron longulobottom. It's kind of some kind of tissue cultured mutant that gets really narrow and similar to kind of the longulobottom, but not really.
That's cool.
Yeah, some other big European leaves. Snowlizard, philodendron.
Wow.
Nice mothers that we keep. Little mountain of things over here.
Oh, look at all these inflorescences on there. Is this the beauty?
Yeah, it's a Florida beauty, yeah.
Oh wow.
It's just kind of gone all yellow. That we need to cut off give this guy a cut, because yeah, he's got a little tiny stripe of green in there, but not much. Hopefully, if you cut these like this, they just die. They need to have some green in there to survive. So
this is the tunnel that I just walked through.
Over here is cool. See if we can pull him out for you. I think he's kind of rooted, but he's gotten nice and matured. Syngonium podophyllum, and he's gotten like those mature leaf shape, like the little 5-lobe leaf. I think there's another growth on the other side over here. Might be
just under the Amorphophallus titanium.
Show you the big grow and little grow.
So cool. Is this all from the two different.
Oh, yeah, I'll show you underneath if you want to just get a peek under the skirt. Let's see if we can clear it out for you. They're all growing out of one. Well, you might want to stick the camera in there. Yeah, growing out of one pot. It's just like two corms, and they've hard to see because it's so dark. You can see how much it's like split the pot. If you tilt the camera down a little more, oh, wow. You can kind of see how it's just rip the pot wide open. It's like that's where he lives until we got to dig up a giant corm. So we need to put him in a. This might be the last year he gets to live under the bench. I don't think he'll fit through the grading next year. Yeah. Little mounted anthurium. I'm gonna go put Sierra inside for the UPS. This is Lucia Spinosa. You can see those big spikes down there.
It's growing in a bucket.
It's just a little bucket of water down there so he doesn't dry out. We propped him not too long ago, so he's not the happiest looking.
Baby.
Yeah, this is his little baby that's coming out.
Gardens. This guy, what you doing?
Yeah, these are all the
Little baby repap.
yeah.
Such a fern. Some variegated guys.
Yeah.
I love those.
Yeah.
Little oil fern.
Oh, yeah, nice. It's hard to kind of, you might be able to see the iridescence on camera. Yeah.
Wow. But there are plants back here. You want to see them variegated ones? There's a bunch of guys in here. There's a bunch of fish in this fish tank too.
Oh, no.
Which are
Yeah,
baby
yeah.
cool.
Floating raft of pearl marks. Fish food, they just eat the roots, so.
Just like self-sustaining.
Yeah, we feed them too, but yeah, they could probably just eat the roots if we didn't feed them.
Big Bob C.
Oh,
Yeah. That's cool. He's putting out some inflorescences, which are nice.
nice. My Bob C at home looks nothing like this.
I'll give it a year or so, it'll get huge. Some other big mothers, Worcestersii, I don't know how we pronounce that. Some big billy ties. Monstera, Brazilian, kind of common form, or nice one over here.
Yeah, it's a really cool shape.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Climbing in Monstera.
Oh, it's
Yeah. Yeah, we have a mature one kind of tucked in the corner over there. It might be all the way on the other side. I can show you. Let's feed the fish while we're over here. Some stuff in tropical plants is 70s or 80s, so one of their friends who's a grower out in Florida, I'm trying to remember his name, it's a website, it's like Rare Charles Alfred, yeah. Was like one of the big, probably one of the only, I guess, platycerium like hybridizers like in the States, I guess, probably for a while. And this is one, Larry Weed, it's like a Ridley Eye hybrid that he named after him. Like, seemed to do okay in here. Our 110-degree summer didn't agree with a lot of plants. Monstera crotii, named after Tom Crow. Oh yeah. Yeah, Corycianum. There's a nice one. There's a big one right there. It makes those cool pillowy leaves. See, like.
Oh, this one?
It's mature. They kind of pull it down for you, and they get this real pillowy textured leaf. You can see this is the newest leaf over here. It's like really nice, kind of chartreuse yellow green. Yeah. nice plant. Just the leaves are like paper thin, so they're very delicate. So it's like one of those plants if you have it somewhere.
Florida Dark Lord?
Yeah. So like they have some
like smooth.
Yeah. So they have that, and then we have one over there. It's like the Indonesian one that people were importing, calling Dark Lord too, but it's mostly like, I guess, kind of both of them. But yeah, this one's got like a more triangular shaped leaf, and this one's cool.
Epiprenum giganticum, golden Fairchild form.
Yeah.
This guy has like these nice wavy margins.
I don't know if you get a close up, but it has like a really cool golden edge to the leaf. You can kind of see like on this. And it kind of gets a nice little wavy shape to it. That's another cool epiprenum. One of our friends gave it to us. Let me see if it still has the tag in it. No, it doesn't. But yeah, it's like some kind of little tree with this really cool, like snowflakey leaf. Well, it's all the mishaps of little variegated emydrium. Let's see. Cool giant scindapsus.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is giant.
Yeah.
Didn't know they came that big.
Yeah, this is someone who traded somebody for it from Hawaii. That were like, oh, I found this in this nursery, like tucked away in the back. Golden dragon, like narrow form.
Oh yeah.
That, which is, not 100% sure why, but you can see like the older leaves down here from like last winter when it was cooler, all speckled. But yeah, it seems like as it's getting cooler again, the leaves are coming out speckled.
Oh, it's the temperature.
Yeah, that's my guess is the temperature maybe, or lighting, but yeah. It seems to just kind of go back and forth between like green and then the speckled. Philodendron Weeks red, which is cool. Yeah, another massive.
Honey Jose. Elbow.
Yeah.
Super white.
Yeah. I feel like the hotter it is, the more white they get.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it's kind of like, the, what you call it, Paricio Verde or whatever does that.
Oh yeah, it's pretty dark, huh?
But yeah, and also like takes forever to get mature. Like this one's been growing from way down there, and it's finally kind of was starting to get mature. Then it sort of stopped. But yeah, it's like a much thinner leaf, and it's like a kind of a different color, silver, I guess, or tone of silver, sort of. Yeah, variegated subhistatum.
Oh yeah. You guys had a bunch of those at the shop when I
Yeah, these are some of the big pot of mothers over here. Hey dog. John Vanta's collection. It's a Justia, some sort of either hybrid or collected plant that makes this really cool kind of Brazilian plume is like the common, I see those, but this one is like this really blue texture, and then sometimes the leaves come out all rolled up like that, then over time they'll kind of fan back out. It's a pretty cool one. That one of another friend that we have from New Orleans that has been in the nursery industry he's retired now, but was friends with John Banta, and
That's cool.
picked this up from him I think before he passed away, which was cool. Yeah, still on the hunt to figure out what it is. It's like all of our friends in Florida that are old, and friends that like Chad Husby at Fairchild and Angel at Selby Gardens, and the directors are like, oh, do y'all know what this is? They're like, I have no idea. It's like from John Banta. They're like, oh yeah, who knows? It's like he had tons of he had all sorts of crazy plants from all over the world he'd collect and stuff. So they're like, yeah, we don't know. But it looks cool. If
cool.
If you want to give us some, we'll take some and grow it. So, but yeah, really cool, nice silvery blue, cold hardy. here in New Orleans, so I don't know how much further you could take it, but tropical shrubby.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool and just overwhelming to see all these different anthuriums. Look at this one. This one's awesome. This is an Anthurium luxurians hybrid. It's huge. Here's another huge Anthurium luxurians. It's so beautiful.
These are some of our old Doc Block F2 hybrids that we use for a lot of hybrids that we make. It's a nice dark one. And we have some of our other big mothers back here. This is an old Tim Anderson plant, Magnificum hybrid, and then this is another big Hof Mani IX, dark Florida mag, Tim Anderson hybrid, the Indonesian complex hybrid, so who knows what's inside of it. We go this way, we'll have a bunch of other little mother plants. This is another one of our hybrids that we made with that Tim Anderson Florida mag crossed with luxurians. Really nice texture. It's starting to get pretty big. We've got a couple seedlings off of this, so we're starting to make some hybrids out with that plant. Some other cool crystallinium hybrid, Magnificum hybrids that we have. We've kept with lots of veining.
How old is the big luxurians one?
This one
Yeah.
is probably a year and a half old.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
That's
this
it.
one, yeah, and then this is another one from that batch that's pretty big but didn't get as big. But yeah, this one's definitely the fastest growing one. That, yeah, it's turned into a monster really quick. Yeah, pretty impressive how fast some of these will grow. Back here, this is a cool Tim Anderson mag pap hybrid. Crossed with a stripy mag. Another cool crystallinium hybrid with lots of veins that we've been using to make some babies, and some more Tim Anderson plants.
Video doesn't do any justice to how tall this plant actually is.
Yeah, it's probably like a good 12 foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monster Mountain.
These are a bunch of our Hof Mani hybrids that we've made that are now pretty big. So these are just ones that we've been growing and slowly selling and trying to select some nice ones to keep for ourselves to use. This is a really cool, this is the species Peru silver. It's like that no ID kind of plant, but it's getting pretty big. The
wide lobes.
Yeah, it's a really cool one. The leaf comes out nice and like orangey, yellow, kind of pink stem. That gets really wide lobe. It's kind of taken over this area. Come through the Tycon tunnel. Another cool little Hof Mani hybrid that we've kept. This is kind of the nicer one. Some of the new leaves have kind of gotten a little damaged. These are some cool rhododendron hybrids that our friend Mike made in Florida. A couple of them all tossed in there. It's a cool trilobe species from Panama.
These are their crawlers. They got some gloriosums, and look at this. Philodendron linamii, that new leaf. Woof. Got tons of little anthurium babies growing.
Yeah,
Literally millions.
Yeah. It's a bunch of cool little hybrids that we made with a papilanium we got from Marie at Ree Gardens, with another no ID, some kind of plant she got from John Banta. years ago she said that she calls Hof Mani, but it's not Hof Mani, so it's a mystery until we figure it out, or it's a hybrid or something like that. Yeah, these are a bunch of dock block hybrids crossed with the Hof Mani that we have in the bag. And we got, this is a really nice one. Keeps like this little really red little sinus in the middle. These are all those rhododendron hybrids. Some cool ones. This one's really cool.
Nice.
Really triangular leaf with lots of nice veining on it.
It's really cool.
Yeah, this is another Tim Anderson plant. This is called Tim's Black. The guy, his friend, named it by Phil. It's another really cool.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Another Hof Mani with the Dr. Block hybrid.
The Hof Mani breeds well, huh?
Yeah, it's like pretty easy. It's got like a nice like dark leaf and like red emergent. It like comes out, pretty nice. And the Dr. Block Hof Mani hybrids that we made. That's a really nice dark red one.
It's a cool texture too.
Yeah, this is the cool thing. When some of them get big, they get like kind of like that Doc Block back there. They'll get the really wrinkly
kind of leathery.
Yeah. Lots of propagations over here.
Ooh, that
Pearl Mars
flame.
Cool luxuriance hybrid.
I noticed this one. What are those?
This is species limon. I don't know if people have really like given it a proper, described name yet. They may have one, but what we call it limon, or everybody kind of calls it limon. But it has a nice like bullet texture leaf. But when they get mature, they'll eventually become like a trilobe kind of plant, which is pretty cool. You just kind of gotta get it climbing and digging up. It's like one of the kind of few like there's like Climoides and Erisimoides or whatever, and then they all kind of have this like climbing habitat like this, where they're like more vining instead of a clumping or a rosette type of growth habit.
Ooh. What's this one? Plumberry. Nice.
Big ones in the back we'll show you.
Cool. This greenhouse is so cool. It was really awesome having Jacob and Joe showing me around and showing me some of their favorite plants. And you can really tell how much they love plants. I mean, I'm learning a lot about the history of the different hybrids. And also, you could just really tell how much pride they take in this greenhouse. Well, this is just one of the greenhouses, and we're gonna check out the other one that houses all of their cacti. They have some really cool cacti, so I'm excited to see this. Wow, that's so cool.
Brush tree, Bombax elliptica.
Oh yeah.
Unique one. Starting to caudex. There's this Coria elephantipes. It's nice amac. Some crested guys. Some crested San Pedro here. Some seed-grown euphorbia. Pachypodiums. This is cool. Euphorbia abdul-Kuri, one of those poisonous plants in the world. The first Areocarpus that we got, we didn't know it was field collected, but if you look at it, it has a really thick tuberous root and it looks like a rock and it's really harsh. So that's how you could tell you're getting a field collected plant. If I would have known, I wouldn't have got it, but it's the first one. Yeah. Lichtenbergia princeps. This is a really unique looking one that kind of came back to life.
That's nice.
A bunch of our pots.
Yeah, the pots are great.
Yeah, some of our early work. Some Ariocarpus.
Is that the Fissuratus?
This is an intermediate species. It could have been crossed with a diminutive smaller one. So I would guess it is Fissuratus, but can't really tell until it blooms. Then I'll know for sure. Some real mutant ones. Some very weird growth habit astrophytums.
Really cool.
They don't usually do this.
Yeah.
Some of our older work here. Oh, this is cool. This is a weird Copia POA that we lost the tag in. It's a very unusual looking Copia POA.
It's a nice one.
We have a bunch of Gymnocalycium. These are all LB and Mahanovici. Some really nice dark ones. These are from Diao Cactus. Like during the pandemic, we would get on Facebook and do all the Thai auctions at like 4 in the morning.
You're kidding.
And so we got a lot of these. Otherwise, they're really not for sale. They're really hard to find. Diao is one of the oldest growers in Thailand. He's been around over like 30 to 40 seasons.
Wow.
So the crested Marcello cactus. These are all astrophytum hybrids that we've made ourselves. That we basically picked off the ground one by one after the tornado. All different kinds. We have some Asterias and some Super Kabutos, some Flying V's, some Miracles, some Kiko forms. These are really unique with a ori muscular kind.
That's cool.
This is cool. The Koyo. This one changes color with the season. A bunch of Copia POA seedlings that we've made. Some hybrids. Really fun. Black spine. These are all things that got really injured and messed up. Copia POA. These are really cool. Some of the oldest growing species. This
Do you guys keep that dryer here?
a little bit.
It's still humid.
Yeah, just a little
really
bit.
do
You
much.
can't get away from it. Right?
Yeah,
you can, like,
they
let-
make their own humidity. This guy
Let
is
the
cool.
greenhouse.
It's a really cool, like mutated kind of clumping form.
That's awesome.
Yeah, really weird growth habit. Some more seedlings. Here's all the seedlings since the tornado.
That looks so cool.
Yeah, these are the most recent ones. All these need to get repotted soon, maybe in spring. Here's all the. Oh, yeah, they're actually breaking the pots.
Oh wow.
Just incredible species. Took a long time to grow. This is a cauliflower form of the retusis. Really nice white flowers. And they either come from the retusis or the Fissuratus, and everything else is basically a hybrid from those two. These are some really fun ones. This is a Frumdocious. It's really wide textured tubercles, glossious, kind of iridescent, pink flower. The Marabou, which is a really round form, like a little grape.
That's cute.
And we have some little baby Godzillas. These are the Fissuratus hybrids that show a lot of texture. You can kind of see it's raised little Godzilla scales. There's some grafted guys here that we had to salvage that are starting to stabilize. Trigonus, which is a really narrow form. It's kind of unique. Some grafted guys that grew out of like a little tubercle graft right here.
Oh.
Some baby cauliflowers that just started flowering. It's going to pollinate these so you guys can see. It's got some pollen. Try to catch these flowers before they close. Get these little guys too. These just opened up. It's like a weird clumping form here. Try to catch that one. This is a really weird looking one. Like a little witch finger.
Totally.
also breaking the pot. It's kind of incredible. It's a really special one. This one has a lot of potential. And then a really cool one hiding back here, which is a Mr. Sano form, very wide tubercle retusis form from Mr. Sano, one of the most esteemed hybridizers in Japan.
That's really cool.
True cactus maniac. This is more of like the classical retusis that you might see in South Texas, North Mexico. And all of these mutated into all these crazy hybrids.
That's crazy. Would you say that they grow pretty fast here? Those are slower.
They do grow slow, but I would never take advice on growing a cactus from anybody on the West Coast or California, because we have a lot of humidity here.
Yeah.
So we had to learn how to adapt these plants to our humidity, and they don't naturally grow here. They're not native here. They do, and they respond really well to it. I learned a trick from Yoshimura, a third-generation cactus grower. When I was struggling learning how to grow these, he advised that every 2 years, you cut the roots back where the tap roots are. And if you do that, they'll push out finer roots that will adapt to higher moisture levels.
Wow,
and they'll be able to handle the moisture better and in turn grow faster. And instead of putting the energy into the root system, it'll put it into the tubercles. So makes a huge difference when you're trying to get these to grow and mature into flowering size. I noticed they grow much faster when you trim them because they get rid of their tap roots that are more susceptible to damage.
Yeah.
Because if you have a bigger taproot, it gets a little bit of a wound. It's in a wet condition. It could be rotting and you'll never know. And then you might lose a 30-year-old plant.
Yeah.
So
That's good to know. That's
yeah.
awesome.
These are pretty unique. This is a Super Kabuto
Wow.
miracle form.
It's so cool.
It's about to break the pot too. But this is a very beautiful shape, starfish shape. Here's a Hanazono Asterius, little flower garden, which produces multiple flowers and is incredible to watch. It has areoles all over. This is a really weird form of Asterius. I guess you can kind of see little faces in them. But they have these little ripples in them that make them unique. Another Hanazono.
That's cool. I'd love to see that.
Oh yeah, they just finished flowering and now the Areocarpus start flowering and they take turns. This is a cool one, like a little Hercules Kiko. Really nice shape. Nice little arms on this one. There's just some really mutated ones that I'm not even sure what they are, but they're just doing their thing and they haven't burst yet. And some real freaky ones. All these survived the building falling on them. This one has another weird growth habit that's very unusual. A little variegated one here. A variegated miracle. This is all grafting stock we have here. It's all Ferrocactus glaucocins. We all grew from seed. We're gonna graft some of the smaller ones to get them bigger, start producing more flowers. Cactus Factory. And a lot of this is grafting stock that we use. Yellow cactus makes really great grafting stock. Can handle water really well. They grow pretty fast. A bunch of Trichoceros bridgesii. They're kind of gnarly looking.
Yeah.
Psychedelic penis cactus.
Did you graft these booby cactus?
These
Or
are
do you
all-
just propagated them?
These are the mothers. We just cut
Okay,
these.
you just
Yeah.
cut 'em.
Yeah, the mothers that keep on giving, and they don't really need much. They grow in these little tiny pots. They like being root bound.
Easy.
Yeah. And they look all funny when you kind of
Yeah,
get
I
going.
like that.
Yeah, they look really sculptural. Ceres or BCI spiralis. These are some Medusa euphorbia. medusoids, and some Francosii, some like almost leafed euphorbia, like Caudex for our friend Scott Harris that made these hybrids.
That's a nice color.
Yeah, they're all a little different too. Some of them have different shapes, slightly different color, different veining. They're really hard to hybridize because their flowers are so small. It takes a lot of patience. And that gets watered every day. They don't seem to mind. I was scared to water these for so long, and once they started getting watered every day, they look better than ever. It's so bizarre. Endoflora.
Yeah.
The Persian carpet stapeliad.
Yes, those got really pretty flowers.
Yeah, I wish it was in bloom right now so you could smell it. It's a real stinker.
Oh no, yeah, that only like blooms once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be taking over. This is our little panel here.
It was so cool seeing just all of the different astrophytums and Ariocarpus. They were all so beautiful. But the really cool part was when he pollinated like the Ariocarpus in front of us. That was really cool. And also learning about the roots and how they have to adapt their plants to keep it healthy and happy in this humid climate. That's really cool. I'm so glad that I was able to do this and take you guys. Huge thank you to Jacob and Joe. That was really awesome. It was so cool seeing the behind the scenes of your grow operation, and all the plants are so beautiful. And it's really cool to see where my Monstera Thai constellation came from. Monstera Mountain. Who knew? I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. If you like this video, you know what to do. Please throw me a bone and give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my plant videos, come plant shopping with me. Hit that subscribe button. I can't wait to see you in the next video. I just don't want to miss you too much, so if you could show me some love in the comments, and I'll meet you there. Bye!
Ocean in between us, still I feel your heartbeat. There's something about you, baby, that makes me feel complete. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Coming back for your time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you.